Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maybe you're even barely getting by making minimum payments. With credit card debt hitting record highs, National Debt Relief offers real debt relief solutions for people struggling to keep up. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may be able to pay back less than you owe, regardless of your credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe 10, 20, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living increases. To find out how much you could save, visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com. What are some of the easiest ways to turn your knowledge and expertise into a business? Stay tuned and find out.
Welcome. Okay, here's the question. How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph? Come on. Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
Push it up.
What is up? What is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to your daily dose of creating your online business learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, that, my friend, is infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or one in the making. Either way, you're here because you're ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here hitting you with yet another daily success episode coming to you straight from the Dark Horse HQ as we dive deep into success with actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game. As we already know, there are no shortcuts to success except for taking those little steps towards your goal every single day. Now, before we get things kicked off here, I know you want to keep getting all these daily success tips, so make sure you go on down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're there, please go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating. And, take a minute, and if you're getting value, drop some kind words in the review. These subscribes, ratings, and reviews tell the podcast platform algorithms to lift us up ever so slightly in the rankings so that we can reach more driven entrepreneurs just like yourself. So again, if you're getting any value, please take a moment, show the love, and help us spread the word. I definitely appreciate you. So today's big question: how do you turn your passion into an online business? How do you turn all that knowledge that you have between those ears and turn it into a business? How do you get it out there? How do you market it? How do you get people to buy it? Well, even if you don't think you got the chops for it, I'm going to take you through some of the easiest ways that you could start taking that knowledge, that expertise, that experience you have right now and start cashing some checks with it, all right? Now, let's start with the number one, my favorite. And I'm going to go here first. I'm not going to save the best for last. Okay, maybe I'll save something really juicy for last as well. But one of my favorites is to create an online course or, a membership site. If you have a skill or an expertise in something that you can help teach others, then you definitely have something you can turn into a business. And that's what this whole episode is going to be about. Now, you can thank the power of the internet, right? You don't have to get out there. You don't have to rent some big auditorium. You don't have to be or find a professional speaker, or you don't even have to try to sell one-on-one consulting services or products. One of the biggest trends, especially in the past year or so, is taking that knowledge you have and packaging it up into an online course or a membership site. What's even more exciting is there are some seriously low startup costs, and actually, in lots of cases, very low, and then you have no need for technical skills or design skills. What's up with that? Now you just have to take your knowledge and plunk it down into a series of lessons, huh? And here, let's take this one step further. I can tell you a free way that you can take your lessons and get them up online and start selling them before you ever have to pay a dime to a service. What I'll do is I'll drop that link to that one into the show notes down below here. But It is a service called GrooveFunnels that I use, and it has a free version that you can get something up online, some drag and drop solutions, set up a news site, you can add a video, you can add your quiz, your content, you can set up a members only area and start. It actually has its own email service too. I'm not sure if that one's included in the free version or not. I'll have to double check that. But it'll allow you to start setting up, taking in leads, nurturing them. You can accept payments. Heck, you can even, when you start getting people to pay for your product, you can actually set up an affiliate program to have other people advertise for you. This one is so easy. I might even do a whole series of podcasts on that one all by itself. I'm very passionate about this one. And here's another thing on this one, right? You can tell I'm real passionate about this. If you think you don't have a skill or an expertise that people are willing to pay for, here's what I would challenge you to do. Head on over to Google. Yeah, you know that one. You use it all the time, right? And start searching around for businesses. Start searching for some of your hobbies, some of the things you're passionate about. It could be kite flying. It could be, fly fishing, right? You're going to find a ton of experts, he says with air quotes, out there already making some pretty decent money with skills and know-how that you already have. And I'll take this one step further. I just got finished interviewing Gabe Helguera, who is the drummer from the rock band I Prevail. And in his, before he made his name as the drummer there, he and 6 other, we'll call them starving musicians, were living together in an apartment building. And at the time, Gabe was making $8 an hour. I believe it was bussing tables. And one of his fellow musicians that were living in there, one of his roommates, was bringing down 6 figures a year. He didn't have to go out there and hustle and grind. He was teaching people how to play, wait for it, ukulele. So, and here's the thing. The guy says, hey, you should do the same thing. You're a good drummer. You could teach people. Meanwhile, Gabe's out there. He's doing an an $8 an hour job, bussing tables. He was hustling to try and get music gigs, and he was also hustling and teaching people how to play the drums for $1 per hour. And he was like, I don't know. And he ended up starting I believe it was Drum Beats Online. He started a how to teach people how to play drums, and he's still doing it to this day. So the question becomes, if it's still good enough for a rock star to be teaching people a skill set that he has, isn't it good enough for you? Yeah, there you go. But okay, so maybe content, maybe a course creation isn't your thing. How about something as simple as a blog, right? Start a blog and get a feel for content creation and SEO. I mean, have you thought about starting a website or a blog there? They're pretty easy, right? You've seen the articles out there, top blogs making millions of dollars. And it's funny as I was reading a book called Trust Me, I'm Lying. And it's about how a gentleman has used his PR skills and has manipulated the media through bloggers. And a lot of these bloggers are making dollars per blog, But here's the thing. You can go live in minutes, right? Before I even finish recording this podcast, and I'm about halfway done at this point, someone could be up and rocking and rolling with a website and, profitable, not in the same amount of time. But if you think about it, with WordPress, you can go live with your own site and start publishing content in minutes. You just go live, and then maybe here's your progression. You start with your blog, get people interested, right? Make a few dollars with some AdSense ads or some affiliate links. Then you drop in your online course, or your membership site. Now, you could also do that with a WordPress extension, right? You can add it right in there. Don't have to take them away. Or you can link it to the service I was telling you about before, GrooveFunnels, which will be linked in the show notes. But once you go live with your site, you're going to need some traffic. So you're going to need to, hone your SEO skills. Maybe you already have them, so that's why you're considering this particular option. And what are the best methods, for social media to bring traffic to your site, right? Now, with all that in place, you can start focusing on different monetization methods like Google AdSense and, like I mentioned earlier, affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing could be you doing reviews for products or services, or just sharing the products or services you're already using, linking them, to that product or service directly. And it could be via Amazon, via eBay, or via to that product or service website directly where, when they buy through your link, you get a little bit of cash. So let's take that blog writing opportunity and take it to a level all by itself. You can make a few dollars online with freelance writing, right? There are a lot of people out there making money from the comfort of their homes, writing in their free time. And here's the thing. You don't need to have this higher education degree or, hey, I'm really good at English and punctuation and all that stuff. No. All you need to know is that the internet is loaded with websites and blogs that need new content. And there are sites out there like Textbroker and Freelance My Way that allow you to sign up for freelance writing, right? Now, these platforms, you get paid for your writing skills. Here's the thing. There's no cost to get started. You can sign up and write, about something that you're passionate about. You'll find those perfect opportunities. You can start making money online with some freelance writing skills. There are also freelance voiceover opportunities. I'll have to find the link again and put it down in the show notes. But I was looking at one, and there are a whole bunch of folks that have written their books or their ebooks, and they're looking to have them flipped into audio. So if you want and have the availability of a microphone and a decent little space that you could record some audio in, there are folks out there that are looking for your time, and they're paying pretty good cash to have your audio used on their content. And that kind of leads me almost naturally to this last one on here. Get yourself on Fiverr and work your way up. Maybe you're not an expert. Maybe you're not a great writer. Maybe you think your audio is okay. But maybe you can find your little niche in there, and you can go to Fiverr.com and poke around and say, oh, well, I could do that. And, oh, I could do that. And, oh, I can do that. Okay, well, fine. Get yourself on Fiverr, right? A micro job marketplace has gotten to be, a place to go for a lot of folks these days. I know when I first started this podcast, Fiverr is where I went to find the person to do my logo and my podcast artwork, and I got it at a very, very reasonable rate. So obviously you could get in there, build your chops, maybe even get some testimonials along the way. And it doesn't matter whether you're about graphic design or drawing or data entry or singing, transcription, or voiceovers, characters, whatever it is. The best way to get a real understanding of how it works, especially in a case like Fiverr, is to go on, check out their site, do some searches, look for something you'd say, oh, well, shoot, I could do that. That's easy. I got everything I need right here. Fine. Sign up, put your services out there, and start drawing some attention. Now, I know it all seems so easy, but here's the thing. It kind of is, really, if you think about it. I know when I very first started way back in the mid to late 90s, and I put up my first newsletter, I thought, who's going to want to listen to me talk about public speaking? And next thing you know, within a year I had 14,000 people, because it was a niche I was very passionate about, and your passion translates into your product. So I just wanted to give you some ways to see it's easy to come about and make some money online and start your own little side hustle, right? The first step, once again, is to skim through the ideas of just maybe go back and re-listen to this, right? Re-listen to all the methods I just kind of shared with you here, and map out a plan of attack, how you can create your product or your service, and who your product or service is for. Who's that tribe that you want to serve, and how you can monetize it. After all, we're trying to start a business. This is not about charity work, right? But if you put out there in the true fashion of service, of giving of your service, the best of what you have, then the money will be attracted to you. And then also, let's take a minute to look around at the bigger players in the niche that you choose to be in, study the competition and see what's working for them, and use that in your action plan, and you can find your own success and fame online. Heck, if you want some more information and some more thoughts and input, feel free to reach out to me, Tracy at darkhorseschooling.com. Come over into the Dark Horse Tribe Facebook group. Be happy to chat with you there. And heck, if you want to, let's get on a call together, a little power huddle. I'm not talking about charging you anything. I'm on a little free power huddle where you and I can get together. We can chat. We can go through your passions, the things that you think you can do, and you'll walk out of that power huddle with a roadmap of how you can get from point A to point B. All right. Now, tomorrow we're going to chat about the 6 ways you can impact the world with your business. All right. Now I know you want to keep getting these daily success tips, like I mentioned before. So you go on down there, you mash that subscribe button. While you're there, yeah, that's right. Leave us a 5-star rating and drop us some kind words in the review. Heck, drop us some words of constructive criticism. Maybe some topics you'd like to hear covered. These subscribes, ratings, and reviews tell the podcast platforms to lift us up a little bit in the rankings so that we can reach more driven entrepreneurs just like yourself. So if you're getting value, please take a moment, show the love, and help us spread the word. And then, like I mentioned earlier, right, come on over to the Facebook group. Go to facebook.com, and in that search bar at the top there, type Dark Horse Tribe, right, and hit enter, and you should see us right there at the top. Come in and hang out with us. Get your questions answered. Can't find us that way? Having a little troubles? That's all right. Go to your favorite web browser. Type in darkhorseschooling.com/Dark Horse Tribe. That should take you right there. I look forward to meeting you in the group. No, by the way, the link is going to be down there in the show notes. So, forget all that I just mentioned to you. Click that link. Come on over and join us, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Heck, be looking to you to share your expertise as well. In the meantime, you get out there, you run your race, you get your results. Come on over to the Facebook group. Let me hear about them. Let's celebrate together. Until tomorrow, think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.